You're watching WYLN TV 35. Now, from the area's leader in live local news, this is WYLN News, the area's #1 source of live local news and information in Luzerne, Schuylkill, Carbon, and Columbia counties. WYLN News starts now.
Good evening, and thank you for joining us on WYLN News. I'm Philip Kaufman, filling in for Julia Wiegand. A Luzerne County man surrendered to police after allegedly stabbing a woman to death at a home in Larksville Wednesday night. 25-year-old Jana Gutsin was found on the first floor of a home on West State Street that she shared with 51-year-old Terry Campbell, several other adults, and children. According to court records, family members say the two would often fight. After the stabbing, Campbell went to a neighbor's house covered in blood, stating that he killed his niece's mother. He surrendered to police around 8 p.m. and was taken into custody. Campbell was arraigned and charged with criminal homicide and taken to Luzerne County Prison without bail. A Hazleton man was arrested after trying to retrieve a special delivery via the post office. Police began an investigation on 29-year-old Juan Acevedo Gil back in May. Undercover officers made 2 controlled buys with him and learned that he was expecting a USPS package, which was intercepted by police. They obtained a search warrant and found over 2 pounds of suspected cocaine wrapped in cellophane and carbon paper. 2 other packages were intercepted in July, both of which contained drugs. Acevedo Gil was arrested at the post office on Wyoming Street and was charged with manufacture, delivery, or possession with intent to deliver. He was denied bail after being considered both a flight risk and a danger to society. A Hazleton man faces assault charges after allegedly hitting his neighbor with an aluminum baseball bat. The 52-year-old victim told police that when he came home from work back on August 1st and parked his van in his driveway at 819 West Diamond Avenue, 22-year-old Brian Jimenez also pulled into the driveway and nearly hit him. An argument ensued and Jimenez allegedly hit the victim in the forehead and arm with a bat before the victim took the bat away from him. That's when Jimenez picked up a piece of concrete and hit the man in the hip before leaving the scene. The victim was taken to the hospital for treatment while Jimenez was charged with both aggravated and simple assault. He was released on $25,000 unsecured bail. U.S. Marshals caught up with a wanted man from New York. Juan Hansel Perdomo Carvajal was wanted for a stabbing incident that took place back on May 13th. He was taken into custody on Wednesday and transferred into the custody of the Hazleton Police Department. He was arraigned, denied bail, and is currently locked up at Luzerne County Prison. Members of Hazleton City Council voted last night to add 7 police officers to the force. The new hires will receive 70% of the full base pay of over $69,000. 4 of the officers' salaries will be paid for with a policing services grant that the city recently received previously. Officials say that the police department's expenditures are under budget this year. The new hires bring the number of full-time officers up from 39 to 46. They'll spend the next several months in a field training program to familiarize themselves with departmental procedures. A suspected arsonist was arrested and charged in relation to a pair of house fires that happened no more than 50 feet apart in Luzerne County. 58-year-old Kimberly Ann Morgan of Shavertown was charged with a number of offenses related to the 2 house fires over the weekend in Kingston Township. Responders were first called to the scene of 147 West Mount Airy Street around 10:30 Saturday night. Then fire crews from Shavertown and Kingston Township Police were called to another structure fire Sunday night at 84 Mary Street, roughly 50 feet away from the site of the fire from the night before. The investigation that followed eventually led authorities to issue an arrest warrant for Morgan. She was taken into custody, arraigned Wednesday afternoon, and charged with 11 felony offenses total. The State Attorney General's office arrested a Luzerne County man on charges of child pornography yesterday. Agents from the DA's office received information back in October from the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children regarding 21 files of suspected child pornography that were downloaded. Agents then traced the download to an internet provider servicing 26-year-old Timothy Madara's residence on West 3rd Street in Nescapec. Madara admitted to searching the internet using a keyword and downloading content of children engaging in pornographic activity. He was arraigned on 30 counts of child pornography and a single count of criminal use of communication facility. He was jailed at Luzerne County Prison for lack of $100,000 bail. The Weatherly Area School Board will be voting on the resignation of Superintendent Teresa Young during their next meeting Wednesday, August 18th. Young called her decision to resign personal, as it would allow her to move closer to home. She served as superintendent since April of 2017, following her previous employment as superintendent at Harmony Area High School in Western PA. Young was offered a 3-year contract in Weatherly, which hadn't expired when the board approved a 5-year contract with her in December of 2018. Superintendent Young's resignation will become effective November 7th. We stopped by the Hazleton Art League today to speak with the artist behind the building's stained glass window piece. WYLN's Julie Stefanovich has more on her story.
The Hazleton Art League has been branching out into the community at its new home at the Hayden Arts Center on Broad Street. Paintings by local, talented artists adorn the gallery, and the focal point at the new facility is a stained glass masterpiece created by artist Randy Pachentz.
I was asked to do this project. I didn't sleep for several nights because I was trying to think of what I could do, what I could make for in the window, and that it would have meaning to almost everybody. And I went to sleep one night finally, and I had a dream about a tree, and I thought maybe this is the answer that I'm looking for, rather than paintbrushes and things like that. Maybe I would like the window to say, well, I'm a tree and I'm here to stay.
The 9 by 11.5-foot window features a tree which symbolizes strength and resilience.
As I began thinking about this tree image that I had in my mind, I thought, well, the branches are like arms of the community reaching out to one another and becoming one community, which I think we're doing. I thought maybe it would inspire other people to think that way too. It looks like I'm here and I'm here for as long as I'm here, you know. Trees give you that look of strength, and that's what I thought we needed for the Art League. We wanted to grow.
The window also symbolizes light and hope for a bright future.
I thought and I drew a couple of little sketches, and I came up with the rising of the sun in the morning, and this is going to be the rise of the new art league in the Hayden Art Center. So I'm very excited for the community and for myself that maybe it'll give some people just a little push they need to try something artistic.
The 16-panel piece took Mrs. Pachentz several months to complete. She was honored to have been asked to create the window, especially because of her history at the Art League.
I took the class at the Art League, and I enjoyed it. So they needed a teacher at one point to teach the art of stained glass, and asked me would I be willing to teach it, and I agree. And 35 years later, I taught for quite a while at the Art League, and I enjoyed every minute of it.
So next time you're downtown, take a moment to feast your eyes on the beauty of Randy's contribution to the Hazleton community. Reporting for WYLN News, I'm Julie Stefanovich.
Thank you, Julie. Coming up on WYLN News, just a few spots left in the Chamber's annual golf outing next week, plus how this sibling dynamic duo put in work during the off-season. But first, we'll take a look at our 5-day forecast brought to you by the WYLN Weather Kids. We'll be right back.
My name is Alexander Bonomo. I'm 12 years old, and tomorrow's WYLN forecast is partly cloudy.
We want your child to be our WYLN Weather Kid. Your child can be our feature weather reporter of the day on WYLN News and WYLN social media posts, just by using your smartphone or any video recording device. It's easy. All ages are welcome, from toddlers to teens. To find out how, Go to the weather section of WYLNTV.com or look for our post about it on the WYLN News Facebook page. Submit your Weather Kid video today. There's no better place to shoot than Whitetail Preserve. Their skeet trap and sporting clay fields are professionally designed and all stations are handicapped accessible. Whitetail Preserve has resident shooting instructors certified by the NRA in shotgun, rifle, pistol, home safety, and personal protection in the home. Whitetail can also cater any size event, whether it be a private party, corporate event, or wedding. Call 570-455-4251 extension 1378 for more information. WYLN programming is online all the time. Visit our website at WYLNTV.com to check out archive shows and a live stream of our broadcasts. And don't forget to visit all of our social media pages for breaking news, weather, and sports. You can also head directly to our YouTube page for all our programming at youtube.com/WYLNTV35. Subscribe and ring that bell so you get notified every time there's a new show available online.
Hey guys, this is Ray Merrill from Blaze Alexander Mazda, Greater Hazleton. Come check this out. It's the season of discovery. 2021 Mazda CX-30s, got them. 2021 Mazda CX-5s, got them too. 2021 Mazda CX-9, got them. 2021 Mazda CX-30 for 0.9% for 63 months. 2021 Mazda CX-5, 0.9% financing for 63 months. Blaze Alexander Mazda Greater Hazleton has inventory. Check them out at blazemazdahazelton.com.
Lehigh Valley Health Network is focused on the future and how to best meet the needs of the community it serves as the progress continues in the fight against the pandemic. President and CEO Brian Nestor announced today that LVHN will be centralizing its operations to maximize its efficiency. Locally, former president of Lehigh Valley Hospital Hazleton, John Fletcher, was one of the leaders selected to head up the effort and serve in a new role as part of LVHN's operation team. Fletcher's been named Senior Vice President of Operations for LVHN and Vice President of Operations at Lehigh Valley Hospital Cedar Crest. Fletcher said that bringing together the operational resources of LVHN's hospitals in Hazleton, Schuylkill, and Carbon under a unified leadership is the next logical step of service integration. The 54th Annual Greater Hazleton Chamber of Commerce golf outing is filling up fast. The tournament is next Thursday, August 19th at the Blue Ridge Golf Club in Mountaintop. Registration begins at 9:30 a.m. with the start time of 11 a.m. Registration includes 18 holes of golf, a cart, and a gift for each golfer, as well as coffee, donuts, Bloody Marys, and mimosas prior to the shotgun start. It's $125 per golfer or $500 per foursome, and limited golfer registration is also available. An on-course expo will also be there all day with giveaways, contests with cash prizes, food, drinks, snacks, games, and more, as well as a post-tournament 1-hour premium open bar and hors d'oeuvres, a full buffet, dinner, and awards program. Visit hazletonchamber.org to register online or secure your sponsorship. WYLN's all-time OT hero, Marty Burns, has the in-depth analysis of what's happening on and off-season across our viewing area. Weatherly's dynamic alumni duo, Emily and Scotty Zoshin, are on this week. So, let's talk sports. Here's part 4.
Emily, we don't want to slight you in any bit in your track and field. 2017 and 18 District 11 AA champion in the 100-meter dash, two-time PIAA state qualifier, again the only athlete in school history to win a district title in track and field back-to-back years. Finished 9th in the 2018 PIAA championships and 13th in the 2017 Schuylkill League champion, a silver medalist in the District 11 meet. And when you think about running, how easy is it to just go down the hall and maybe say, Scotty, let's go for a run just to get yourselves both in shape for your upcoming seasons?
So Scotty and I really don't run that much together because I can't keep up with him like that. But we do have memberships at the Iron House gym, and we'll go there a lot together actually. So on the treadmills, I don't feel as bad if I have to go slower.
Yeah.
But he helps me a lot in the gym, you know. So that's what we do together a lot to get in shape for the season, and we do push each other. You know, we motivate each other when we're doing the bench, things like that.
Yeah.
So it's nice having each other for that because we both have similar goals. So.
Coming up on Maria's News Choice, we take a trip down to the SPCA of Luzerne County and Community and You, plus a Leading the Way, Part 4. Stay with us.
All Care Home Care, providing quality in home care since 1986. Call and see how their team of licensed physical therapists, skilled nurses, speech, and occupational therapists can provide you with exceptional service in the comfort of your own home. They also offer dietitian, home health aide, and medical social worker services. You have a choice in your health care. For safe, friendly, qualified care, call All Care Home Care today and let their team begin taking care of you and your loved ones.
Hi, I'm Marty Burns from WYLN Sports, and we have an exciting segment coming up here on WYLN News 35. It's Let's Talk Sports. We're going to have special guests on talking about past seasons, teams, events coming up, previews, so many things sports related we're going to talk about on Let's Talk Sports, and you'll be able to see it here on 35 News.
PPW Nation, get ready for the best of PPW Season 2. Join Paul Bowe, E. Julius Kuiper, Alexander Bravado, Tom Mitchell, and Alex Watt as we take you down memory lane and relive some of the best PPW matches of all time. Saturdays at 5 p.m., Sundays at 10 p.m., only on WYLN.
Soar to new heights. Experience your favorite Disney stories in new ways. Get closer to the magic than ever before at Disney on Ice presents Mickey's Search Party. Coming to Mohegan Sun Arena at Casey Plaza August 19th through 22nd. Visit DisneyOnIce.com for show details and get your tickets today.
September 18th is the season kickoff at the Wilsey Center in Hazelton. Opening up the night, legendary vocalist Tony Angelo. And then one of the best party bands around, Ostrich Hat. Their high-energy show contains songs from every genre of popular music. Doors open at 6, show starts at 7. Tickets just $15 each. Get them online, wilseycenter.org, or in person at Boscov's at the Laurel Mall, the Melfi School of Music, the Hazelton Employees Credit Union. Don't miss this awesome kickoff event, September 18th.
To the castle, meet me at the Wilsey.
Humane officers play a very important role in ensuring the safety of all types of animals and educating humans on proper pet care. The SPCA of Luzerne County has 3 officers. We had the chance to sit down and speak with Officer Lisa Devlin, who talked about the responsibilities and duties that they perform.
So if I go out to a call and find out that maybe a dog is outside without shelter, I can provide shelter. We can also provide bedding for the shelter, especially for the cold winter months. We can educate on length of leash, swivels, the use of swivels, so dogs don't get tangled around railings and poles. We can educate on proper health. vaccines, that type of thing.
The officers encourage the public to call in a complaint if they see or suspect that an animal is being abused or neglected. All calls remain anonymous.
We'll go out and investigate and see what we can find. If the animal has been maybe starved, they're withholding food, we can seize the animal if we have to. Sometimes a thin dog could have a parasite, so we recommend a vet visit, check it for parasites, get a dewormer, and then through our follow-up, we'll go back and make sure that the animal did receive the vet care. That way we call the vet, make sure that they did go. Then we go back to the house and check on the animal, make sure that they did put that weight on. So we do all follow-up and make sure that the animal's in good shape and in a good home.
Humane officers often deal with more than just cat and dog situations.
Humane officer covers all domesticated animals. So that includes your cows, your pigs, your chickens, all the farm animals. Anything that a person has to provide sustenance to an animal for, that's considered domesticated. We cover everything. We have a lot of horse cases. Pennsylvania is noted to be one of the big horse areas, so we do a lot of horses. The difference is the domesticated part, which is where we provide the sustenance for that animal. That's those animals that we have to ensure that they're safe and secure in their home.
Officer Devlin also explained the process a person has to follow in order to become a humane officer.
Humane officer has to be certified through the Federation. It's an annual training class. It's a 2-week program. It's usually held every spring. You have to pass 2 exams. There's a 1 week in Harrisburg and 1 week in State College. You have to pass both exams, and then you have to do continuing ed. Continuing ed is mandatory every other year, and it's provided in Harrisburg. So you have to keep the certification, your education.
And don't forget, there are many lovable pets looking to be adopted at the SPCA of Luzerne County.
So we here at the SPCA, we house a lot of animals that are looking for good homes. We have dogs and cats, we have rabbits and guinea pigs. Sometimes we get ferrets in, sometimes we even get the reptiles in. And this is one of our animals here that's looking for a new home.
This is Roman. He's a big hound mix, as you see. He's a good puppy. He's about 5 years old now, and he's looking for a home. All dogs, cats, and rabbits are neutered or spayed before they leave the shelter when you adopt them. It helps with giving them a longer lifespan. It keeps them healthier, and it actually calms them down a little bit also, so they make better pets for your family.
Hey guys, this is Ray Merrill from Blaze Alexander, Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram in Hazleton. Let's make this the summer event. Put you and your family in one of these great looking Grand Cherokee Limited L's. We have over 8 in stock. Or if you want something more rugged, how about a 2021 Ram Rebel? How about the 2021 Jeep Renegade? Save over $5,000. We have over 25 to choose from. Whether you're looking new or used, stop down and check out the huge selection of Blaze Alexander, Greater Hazleton, Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram, and you'll find out why we take the deals those other guys won't.
All Care Home Care, providing quality in home care since 1986. Call and see how their team of licensed physical therapists, skilled nurses, speech, and occupational therapists can provide you with exceptional service in the comfort of your own home. They also offer dietitian, home health aide, and medical social worker services. You have a choice in your health care. For safe, friendly, qualified care, call All Care Home Care today and let their team begin taking care of you and your loved ones.
This week on Let's Talk Chiropractic, Dr. Alex, we have Elaine Inama with us. She's going to talk about how being an aerobic instructor took its toll on her body and how chiropractic helped even her sore feet. So stay tuned.
Soar to new heights. Experience your favorite Disney stories in new ways. Get closer to the magic than ever before at Disney on Ice presents Mickey's Search Party. Coming to Mohegan Sun Arena at Casey Plaza August 19th through 22nd. Visit DisneyOnIce.com for show details and get your tickets today.
WYLN CA35's children's programming is designed with the specific purpose of serving the educational and informational needs of children. In compliance with FCC guidelines, a copy of the Children's Programming Report is on file for public inspection at WYLN 1057 East 10th Street in Hazleton, Pennsylvania during normal business hours. To view the report online, visit fcc.org.
WYLN's going behind the scenes to learn more about the lives and goals of our local leaders. So, Weatherly Mayor Paul Hadzik is leading the way into part 4 of this week's series. And welcome back to this week's leading the... Oh gosh, I'm going to start that over again. Whew.
You're doing better than me.
Yeah. All right, in 3, 2, 1. And welcome back to this week's Leading the Way with Paul Hadzik, Mayor of Weatherly. So, some achievements as the mayor that you've accomplished. Tell us about some of those achievements that you've gotten to do as the mayor.
Well, one of the big achievements is, I know a lot of people are talking about defunding police. Well, we added, actually, since I've been on council or as mayor, or president of council, we've added 2 police officers. And a lot of people don't understand what was happening, but with the lack of full-time people, we had to get part-time people. And they're very dependable, but they don't really have to be there. So what we did was, instead of, say, a couple $100,000 in overtime, we spent another $100,000 to hire another officer, which now the scheduling grid could actually work out a lot better in our favor and in the police favor. And because with all the things that happened with Black Lives Matter and the rioting and the police getting bashed all over the country, a lot of people are turning their back on police work. So we wanted to make sure that we could not only have good police protection, which we do, we wanted to make sure it wasn't going to cost the taxpayers an arm and a leg in overtime.
All right. All right, folks, check back tomorrow as Paul continues leading the way into our final segment of this week. Good night. And that's the news. Remember, the source matters now more than ever. Catch all the latest on our Facebook page, YouTube page, or at WYLNTV.com. Stay with us. A look at today's weather is next, right here on WYLN TV.